Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm gonna admit, normally I have a full script written out. I know exactly what I want to say to you guys when I get on here for a Blow Your Mind Monday. This week I'm going off the cuff. I don't know how it's gonna come out. We'll see. May keep doing it this way. May go back to having my thoughts written out. But either way, I want to kind of give you the idea that sometimes things just don't go as planned, or we don't always have the control that we would normally like to have. But sometimes you got to roll with the punches, just keep moving forward and make the best out of the situation. This weekend was a little crazy. I welcomed a new niece into the world, so I got to spend time with my niece and nephew for a little bit. So I didn't really have the opportunity to get everything I wanted down on paper before coming on here to talk to you guys. So prioritize time with family. I'm just gonna wing this, see how it goes. Um, so today for Blow Your Mind Mondays, I want to talk about a neutral mindset. Starting off with the mind blowing part. You cannot tell someone who's fired up in an argument to calm down. Have you ever tried to do it? Did it work? Probably not. I know for me, if I go ahead and try and tell my wife to calm down in the middle of an argument, it's probably going to go in the other direction and I'm going to end up sleeping on the couch or not having any dinner. So the idea is you can't take things from so far on one extreme all the way to the other extreme always. And what I correlate that to is, when things aren't really going the way that we want them to go and everything just kind of seems like it sucks, coming on here and telling you, yeah, just have a positive mindset. If you think positively, everything will work out. It's all going to be okay. Just focus on the good and you'll get there. It sounds great, but it's not the easiest thing to do. And more often than not, if you try and push positivity on somebody that's in a situation like that, it's going to fall on deaf ears, right? So there's a better way that we believe to do things, right? And this is what most successful people are able to actually do. They really haven't put a name to it until recently. There's a gentleman who kind of made it popularized. His name's Trevor Moead, and he works with Russell Wilson primarily on keeping his mindset in check. And what they really focus on, instead of going from everything sucks, it's all messed up, everything's bad, to trying to get all the way to positive, like sunshine and rainbows, they focus right in the middle on neutrality, having a neutral mindset so that you can really stay focused on what's important to you right then. It's like, yeah, shit sucks. And it may take a little while to get better, but I understand that. So I'm going to take a step back, kind of analyze the situation, and look for a path forward and slowly kind of make my way out of the mud. And then as you make your way out of the mud and you start to gain some momentum, that momentum will snowball for you, right? Kind of once you get going, it's easier to keep moving. So you go from negative to neutral by just staying focused on the immediate steps that you can take to get out of that shitty situation. You get to neutral, all of a sudden things aren't so bad. Then you can focus on getting to the positive direction. Then you can focus on shifting your mindset to, now what am I capable of? Look where I've come from and have gratitude for how much progress you've made, how you've overcome that difficulty, how you've kind of controlled your emotions and stayed neutral. Looking back at all that, you could be proud of yourself. That gives you the momentum to now move and shift to that positive mindset so that you can make huge, amazing progress, major changes into what you've been doing. And then all of a sudden now you're on that other far end of the spectrum, looking back at tons and tons of progress where shitty is just an afterthought. You've gone so far beyond that. You've actually made it from that shitty time, that difficult time, that trouble that you were having, all the way to positivity without even realizing it, because you've been able to maintain that neutrality throughout the process of digging yourself out of the mud and working on making progress. So really what I want you to focus on is not going into that when things are bad, I've got to be positive. I got to change my mindset. I got to focus on the good things. It's no, stop, stay neutral, make small changes, move forward, and continue on that path until you get to a point where you can move to that positive. Don't try and tell your significant other to calm down in the middle of a fight. Stay neutral and don't conform, rebel against the norm.